What's up, guys? Back in today with what it will be the final reaction to Yano-kun. Really looking forward to this one. You guys know my opinion on the series changed quite a lot throughout. I thought it was just like quite mediocre romance at the start, but I've ended up really enjoying the show. Every episode has been building on the characters and the love, the romance, and yeah, just been really enjoying it. So a bit of a shame that it's over. Unfortunately, shows like this, I've watched plenty of like romances that feel very similar to this, nice and warm, and more often than not they don't get sequels, so I'm hoping it will, but I haven't got too much hope given the sheer amount of like romance anime and new romance anime that come out, and people having kind of I don't think they're like the most popular thing ever, but it would be a pleasant surprise if this did get a season 2. Last episode was really lovely though. We had a nice moment by a campfire thing, not really a camp, but a bonfire, which was nice. Still got really no idea what the relationship between Yano is and that girl that looks straight out of Look Back. Still got no idea what that's about. But clearly there's some history there. You guys had my theory. I feel like she might have caused whatever happened to Yano's eye, potentially. By accident. Or maybe on purpose, who knows. Or maybe they had a relationship in the past, or maybe they were past friends. Could be anything. she's like those people. I still haven't washed my pinky. I've got to keep his essence there. But yeah, that was really cute though. Pinky holding hands. Oh god. But yeah, I thought the concept of the show would grow old pretty quickly, but that hasn't been the case. I mean, it's not like we focus on that kind of accident element all too much now. And I'm kind of glad that's the case, because I think if we did keep focusing on it every episode, it would grow old. I'm glad it's not that big a deal. Don't get me wrong, it's important, but something happened. Worried about what happened. Maybe it's less she caused his eye incident. Maybe he caused something bad to happen to her. That's something I've said about before on the show as well. The fact that he didn't want to be friends with many people because he could maybe cause accidents or spill things on them, or all sorts of, like, just the way he is, the accidents he does. It's surprising not more people get kind of brought into them. Surprising that people don't avoid him, be like, oh, I don't want to go near him, he might injure me or something. So yeah, it could be a plethora of things with this girl. It doesn't seem like a hate kind of thing though. It just kind of seems that they're both a bit nervous. But yeah, I really like the scene last episode as well, where she saved him from the girls taking pictures of him, which is a nice compliment for him. I think the girl said he looked cool. To be fair, what I said in the intro isn't exactly true. I mean, a lot of my favourite romance anime I've watched on the channel are getting / have gotten a season 2, to be fair. There is a fair few that just haven't. Ones like this that are like underrated and not awfully popular. Like I never got, when I'm on the internet, I never like just come across people talking about this show. That does happen for other shows, but like I've never just happened to come across anybody having a conversation or commenting on this. So I don't think it's been massively popular, but the world I live in is very different from how it is in Japan. Like some things that you'd have no faith in being popular, and that us foreigners really like. Sometimes they're incredibly popular in Japan, and vice versa. So let's hope the Japanese liked it. Like a ghost of his past, isn't it? Like that is one facial reaction. So it is a protection thing. Yeah, good question. If it is, why is it? Yeah, why is it okay with some people and others? Maybe he would. Maybe she liked him, or maybe they were dating or something. No, okay, but maybe they did like each other. Worried about it. The curse. Maybe maybe that's something I didn't even speak about. Maybe it's maybe they cast a spell that cursed Yano for life. I wouldn't expect anything like that in this show, but yeah, could be. Maybe they touched some cursed object. I don't know. That's the thing. I never really thought about like where this came from. I did mention earlier on in the series that surely he didn't have it since birth, because if you're unlucky as a child, you probably just die, right? You probably just very easily just die, like fell over or hit your head or some kind of disease or something. So maybe we might get into some supernatural business. Something unsettling. Tell us, please, bro. Before the season, if we don't get this before the season ends, I'm gonna cry, bro. I feel like we will though. Maybe she's unlucky. If she is, then maybe they cancel each other out, or maybe it multiplies the unluckiness. That's the thing about this, isn't it? This is a lot worse for you the younger you are. The more brutally honest the kids are. So cute. He's lovely. He's just too lovely. Cares too much about other people. Yeah, he's been wearing this for a long time, hasn't he? So that was absolutely true. We did say that was true, but there's still more to it. Still more to it though, right? Okay. We see this, please. Fuck's sake. You showed this. So alluring though, bro. The mystery of it. It makes it more like it makes it worse because everyone wants to know what's under there. Makes it more mysterious. Makes people want to see it more. It's like the complete opposite of what you actually want. So that, I mean, there's still more to it, isn't there? Surely. But it didn't seem like there's anything wrong with his eye. Her reaction pretty much confirmed that it is just. Oh, I see. Maybe I was not looking at it in the right way. Again, I was expecting some kind of horrible injury or something. From her reaction, it pretty much confirms that it is just a slightly different coloured eye, and she really likes it. I've said about this before, but one of my I had a girlfriend in high school that had the different coloured eyes, and I always thought that was really attractive about her. I mean, that wasn't the only thing. She was really lovely as well, but that was a big like initial draw to me for her. And it does look like that is the case, like here, judging by her reaction. So instead of actually, I guess what I said a minute ago about drawing attention to it is exactly what he wants. I said a minute ago about that would be the complete opposite of how you want it to be. If you wanted to hide it, you wouldn't put an eye patch on to bring more attention to what could possibly be under there, because that's especially how kids work. That's why horror movies and such are so popular amongst the younger audience that aren't allowed to watch them. It's the allure of seeing something or experience something you're not meant to, uncovering that kind of mystery and such. And the same thing with the eye patch here. But I feel like now I get it. I feel like it's to do exactly that. It's to bring attention to the eye patch. And for these kids, we see their reactions. They're like, oh, what a weirdo. He just thinks he's special, or chew him bio or whatever. And the kids kind of ridicule him and stay away from him for that. And that's exactly what he wants. He wants the kids to stay away from him. He wants people to stay at arm's length and feel like he's a weirdo, so they don't come near him, and he can go about his business without being unfortunate to anyone. So I guess that makes sense. I didn't really look at it that way till now. Maybe I should have, because he's such a careless, lovely person. Bit of a self-sacrificial kind of make yourself look stupid, so you get what you want in a underhanded kind of underhanded is not really a word, but like a way that they won't be able to kind of tell that you're trying to kind of keep at arm's length. They'll just naturally stay at arm's length. Interesting. Oh god. So something bad did happen to her. Okay, so it was that as well. And he's not wearing it. Or do they think his eyes cursed? I feel. I mean, I know that's pretty bad. Like, I feel like if that was said about me, I'd feel pretty cool. I'd start like winking at people and be like, I'm gonna curse you. It would also be very lonely and horrible. I think there'd be some fun to have with it for a little while. Okay, quite enlightening there. We still haven't seen it. So I did not expect that to be the reason. I'm not sure anyone did. I don't think I saw anyone, like when I have gone to forums to see people comment about like the possibilities. I don't think I've seen anyone say that it's cursed. So quite the twist right there. I mean, obviously it's not actually cursed, but yeah. Well, I hope it's not actually cursed. I also said this last week. Sure, like I know he's doing this for a good reason, but surely the mental kind of these kids of feeling they're safe from being cursed from Yano. These people at this school don't even really know about it, and two, you're harming your eyesight surely so much by doing that. That it's just like it's not worth the payoff of having the peace of mind that people are not scared of your eye. Like fuck, like I know Yano's too lovely to think like this. But fuck those guys. It's like surely that could impair your vision having your eye covered for like 8 hours a day, every day, for 6 days a week, right? Just like seeing total darkness both in your sleep and during your kind of waking days. Like, I'll look that up afterwards, but surely that can't be too healthy. Especially because the disparity of one eye seeing all that light for one day and the other one, like, it should be, but it's not. So these characters, aren't they like 16 or 17 years age right here? You'd hope these people would be adult enough to get over a fucking cursed eyeball. Like the bloody cheese touch from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Maybe that would be true. However, sooner or later, he'd have to address that part of his past. It's going to surround him and make him feel awkward. That'll plan. Oh, so that's what we're doing. We're just gonna wait for something bad to happen. We're gonna sit around until something bad happens. It was a little bit like bullying, but it's not. Well, no wonder. You're just staring at him. I don't know what I'd do in this situation. It'd be so fucking awkward. That's probably what I'd do in this situation. Ouch. God. Top quality acting. Ski. Oh. Subtle. Whole bars of chocolate. Or whatever that is. Sugiwa. That looks like they were having fun. Fucking scheming. They're having more fun coming up with this stuff than they are trying to help him. Well, that ended up being pretty useless, didn't it? Good effort, though. Honestly, guys, I'm really not sure what they've been trying to achieve here. I think they're just trying to make him feel comfortable around them after all of this and bringing up the past, but I feel like every attempt they've done there served to do the opposite. Made him feel awkward. Bless him. Too much spotlight on him. It's the way you knew he'd feel about it. Yeah. The way you know he'd feel terrible about it. Because it was his fault. But there's nothing he can do. And you're like if I was friends with someone like this, if I was good enough friends with them and I liked them enough, I'd put myself through some unfortunate events every now and then. I can totally get from his perspective. If I was in his perspective, I would also be like, hey, you know what? Might best off being a bit of a loner. Might cause something irreparable one day. So, yeah. I mean, it did look like that, bro. That is literally like that is so funny because the perspectives on that scene, especially where they're all surrounding him, could be viewed so differently. From one angle, it looked like they're bullying him. On the other angle, they're all literally there for him, trying to make him comfortable. Yeah, it can come off as the exact opposite. Of course, bro. You know, there's always that like anime voting category of like must protect character. I feel like he's that this year. I mean, this is right at the end of the year, so it might be a bit biased, but yeah, he'd probably be that kind of character. Might end up winning that award. But shows like this, they don't really get. I mean, he would be up there for me for sure. Might even win. But again, shows like this that are not quite as popular as some of the more mainstream stuff, they don't even get put in these categories. So no chance of seeing him in one of those, unfortunately. I feel like there's just something. There's flawed things in it, in everything, and I feel like there's more flaws in popularity votes, as we saw with like the Game Awards recently, than there is with like having some experts or critics kind of decide. I think I'd much rather the experts and critics decide than popularity polls, because as I said, shows like this just don't stand a chance with systems like that. I can't believe we're gonna go this whole season without seeing none of that eye patch. What colour do you reckon it is? I'm gonna guess yellow. I'm gonna guess you got a yellow eye. I had a feeling we'd see it in this scene. That's why I said that. We're still not gonna see it. Fuck's sake. You just got cursed. Oh. But no, you actually did just get cursed. And that is it. I can't believe we didn't see the under the iPad. I kind of want to spoil myself and know. I want to look. Then again, manga's in black and white, so I wouldn't even be able to tell anyway. Fuck's sake. I can't believe that. I mean, small thing. But yeah, really nice episode. Really nice little final episode. Again, that was a bit annoying, honestly. Like, again, it's a tiny complaint, but I would have loved to see now. I think three or two at least characters got to see that today, and we didn't. That just feels unfair. But every girl we did see that did look into them were pretty smitten by it, weren't they? So Maybe it's less of a cursed eye and more of a blessed eye. Maybe it's a blessing. I did think last episode kind of, if we ended last episode, it would have felt a bit more of a romantic ending. This one felt a bit more like last episode was a lot of progress in the romance side of things and such. And we progressed a little bit of that today, but it was more a character kind of look, which I really enjoy. Again, the biggest thing about anime for me is the characters and the relationships and such, and story as well. But yeah, we got a lot of great stuff for Yano today, didn't we? Some of his past traumas, trying to deal with that. It's fun seeing them kind of come up with things, but yeah, actually getting to the meat of that was really cool. Again, probably should have been expected considering how he is as a person. But yeah, I didn't even give a think about like how the young kids would have thought about his eye and his unluckiness, and how they would have thought he was like cursed or the devil or something. So yeah, again, the only gripe I had was the fact that we didn't actually see the fucking eye. We saw two characters see it, and we didn't get to see it. Not even at the end here. I was almost assured we'd see it in this last scene here, but unfortunately not. At least she did. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching the reactions as well up until this point. Really enjoyed the series. As I said, just been getting better and better every week. So a bit of a shame it had to end while it's been kind of gathering steam, but again, we could hope for a season 2. I really don't expect us to get one. Like, really don't. I'm not sure the studio behind this. There was a few things I wanted to look up actually. I didn't thoroughly check, but I did check to see when this came out, and I didn't see any news about a season 2 like right off the bat. So clearly, it hasn't been like massively successful to warrant a sequel while it's been airing. But Aijido, they to be fair, they done Sign of Affection, right? Yeah, Yubisaki to Renren, which was another one of my favorite romance from the year it came out, which I think was last year. Yeah, last year, and that's getting a sequel, so perhaps there is hope. Wait, is it getting a sequel? Doesn't say anything. I thought it was getting a sequel, but maybe it's not. I could have swore Sign of Affection was getting a sequel, but maybe I'm just talking nonsense. But I really like that show. That's really highly rated, and I feel like there's quite a few similarities in that show and this show. That one about a girl who can't hear. This one, slightly different premise, but has that same kind of lovely, warm feeling. I've been liking a lot of what I've seen from this studio, to be honest with you. I mean, there's only that and this show and Yubisaki to Renren, but I feel like both of them have really nice productions. They're just really sweet. They know what they're doing in regards to like creating a tone for a show. So I'll be really interested to see what Aijido will be doing from here on. That's for sure. What else was I going to look up here? Oh yeah, it was the eye stuff. Like, can you damage your eyes by covering them with an eye patch? Apparently not. Apparently it can happen. I'm not sure what the source for this is. I'm not reading the fucking bullshit AI. This is aao.org, whatever that is. It's uncommon for patching to reduce vision in the covered eye, but it can happen. Usually this only occurs in children under the age of 7 though. Interesting. So that doesn't actually damage your eye. Oh, here's the it's the American Academy of Ophthalmology. I think that says. So pretty good source. We're wearing an eye patch for 8 to 12 hours a day on your good eye cause any long-term damage. And the answer, it's uncommon. It is important to. So yeah, it won't actually. I guess I was totally wrong about that. I feel like I got that notion from the experiment of people like being in a dark room, like people being in a room of pure darkness for a certain amount of hours a day is while being like awake is not a good thing. Maybe I got my wires crossed there somewhere, but apparently it's not unhealthy. So fair enough. But yeah, again, illuminating episode here. Really loved a lot of the scenes. Again, wasn't quite as romantic as last episode, but as a character kind of piece, this was a nice place to end off. I feel like if we reversed, like if we put that fire, that kind of fire scene from last week in this episode, I feel like it would have been a perfect ending episode. But either way, really enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode and the series as a whole down in the comment section below. Let me know if it's a bit of an underrated gem for you guys as well. Certainly probably one of the most underrated shows this season for me, and maybe for the year as well. And as I said earlier in the episode, just unfortunately shows like this just don't get any recognition, so don't expect them to in the future. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and have a good rest of your day, guys.